Hello, hello. This is Gina Dallison and
Claire Fox,
with Everything
everything MS.
MS.
Yay, hello.
And hello, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yes, it has since we've done one of these. Anyway, yeah.
Definitely. And as
Yeah.
soon as we started talking, we thought we should be recording this because if we're challenged with whatever's going on right now, then others probably are as well. And maybe I'm just plugging you in, and maybe by us talking about it might open up other people's conversations or inspire people to do something or challenge people to do something. So
But
what's
this stemmed from you saying, "Oh, your hair looks nice." And I said, "That's because, Gina, today I've had a shower."
which we really celebrated because I haven't.
And we're celebrating that as well. No pressure and yeah, because showers are just exhausting. Totally exhausting.
Yeah, aren't they just? And when your shower isn't as fabulous as some showers. So I've got an electric shower which is currently upstairs over my bath. And while it is wet and warm, it's it's you have to sort of dance underneath it. The pressure's not very good. And it's an effort to get in and out of the bath, even though I've got a little city downy thing
Yeah.
and I've got grab rails.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I've
you
not
sort
got
of,
grab rails, but I've got a city downy thing, which obviously has another name for it, but we'll call it right now a city downy thing. Um, but
I
it
think it's
is
called a bath stool, isn't it? Because mine goes across the bath. Does yours go?
mine does too,
Yeah,
Gina. So does
all of
mine.
us with our
Fancy
bath
us.
stools.
Yeah. But I've got a bit of shower envy for a friend of mine. She's an elderly lady. She's incredible. She had a stroke, but she's just the most amazing woman. And she's got this amazing, well, we're going to call it a wet room, just, for a bit of pizzazz on that. But it's a walk-in shower, and she has like a proper chair to sit on in there. But she has this walk-in shower, and I'm like, well, actually, going off subject a bit, I recently had occupational health come around, and that's how I got the city
Oh, the
downy
bath stool.
thing,
Yes.
and other things like a perching stool for the kitchen when I'm cooking. I was given two sticks to use to walk, but I'm not allowed to use them until somebody showed me. Nobody showed me yet, but that's okay.
Show
Um,
you how to use a stick.
well, it's two because it's two, whereas I just use one at the minute. I use one and
Oh,
then I
I
usually,
was never given any sticks from occupational therapy.
well,
Hmm.
it's not what you know, is it, Gina? Um, and
It
it was,
appear not.
obviously. Um, so why was it saying that? Why was it saying that? Ah, MS.
Because the occupational therapy, you had a bath. Oh,
Yeah.
you were envying your lady in the shower.
Yeah. So occupational health have put me on a list for a NHS walk-in shower. Right. So I went on one of the MS Facebook pages and I said, has anybody had an NHS one? And if so, could you send me a picture? It's a little bit different from my friends.
Oh,
My
is it?
friends is a bit nicer. My friends is a bit nicer.
Well,
And this, I mean, this is all means tested, and it's like a dead long waiting list. But I know what I'm like, and I kind of might say, can we just have a little bit of pizzazz on there? Can we not have? I don't. It look clinical pictures that people send.
uh, well, I
Um,
am actually interesting you say this. I think we'll have to split into two different recordings because we've got a lot to say. Because I'm actually on the waiting list. I've had several people come round to measure it up and do the rest of it. I have chosen my flooring and my tiles, but it seems to have got stuck again. So my suggestion would be anybody that is in the UK, particularly because you can get these, especially if you're on a lower income and you can get it means tested, and I have had it means tested, so I don't have to pay for it. But along with everything in the UK, nothing is quick. So my suggestion would be get on the waiting list now because it took about a year from me
yeah, but
starting on the waiting list before I actually got an OT to come out and have a look. And since then, it's been 6 months, and I'm still, even though my landlord has signed it off, even though I've chosen the tiles and the rest of it, even though I've had two builders come round and measure it up and give in their quotes, I'm still waiting.
so this is to take out your bath and your
No,
rubbish
this
out.
because I've got a downstairs toilet.
Ah.
So it's to change my downstairs toilet into a wet room.
Okay. Seriously, it must be quite big.
Well, it's a reasonable size, but they're also taking a little bit out of my kitchen as well.
Okay,
It's quite a
okay.
big job.
Right.
But I've had two really good builders come round. They were both lovely, and so I'm hoping. But according to the second builder, he told me it depends on the occupational therapist that you get. Some of them are really get stuff done really quick. I've got a slow one, I think. Yeah, which is a
Okay.
bit of a shame. But hey,
Okay. That well, I don't know what, but then that could just be the process because the occupational therapist I got was on it, like
you must have a get things done one.
yeah, but she said it's a really long waiting list for the walk-in showers. But I'm
Well.
really, but then I was in B&Q. Now there's a task, getting around B&Q.
Yeah,
And
you need a
that,
mobility scooter for that.
and their walk-in showers didn't seem that expensive. Either way, I don't have the money for it, but I'm just saying that they didn't seem that expensive. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. So
Yeah.
so yeah, so what we were saying when we were talking about the shower thing, really about the amount of effort compared to the amount of benefit, I suppose. And while it is lovely to feel clean and have your hair looking all beautiful and all the rest of it, I think, especially for me, I spend a lot of time alone with my dog. And yeah, sometimes just a sink wash is all I get.
Yeah. Or wipes.
Yes. I
Yeah.
don't I tend to use a flannel because I'm sort of more conscious, I suppose. I don't know what's in the
Environment.
wipes. Yeah, the
Yeah.
environment and all that jazz.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But this is, do you know what? If we'd had this conversation, I don't know. I don't think I would have even had this conversation with you 2 years ago, maybe. Certainly not 5 years ago. No, no, no. I'm having a shower and that's it. It absolutely flattens me. It just like takes all my energy. But yeah, but wouldn't have even had this conversation. Like, really? You didn't shower yesterday? No, no, I didn't. And I hadn't washed my hair since the day before that as well.
no,
I had to wash my hair every day because it gets so greasy.
no.
But with hormone changes, it's not getting so greasy. So,
Hey.
yeah, every cloud, every cloud. But what
Yeah,
you just said was you would rather, which kind of blew my mind a bit, you would rather get on Bumblebee, your scooter. Is it known as a scooter?
yeah, it's a mobility scooter.
Mobility scooter. Go half an hour on her, go to the baths,
Go to
swim
the
for an
swimming
hour.
pool. Yeah, well, swim for half an hour. Get in the pool, swim for half an hour. Then they've got full disabled facilities. So they've got a seat there. Although, to be fair, their maintenance people are absolutely diabolical. And a lot of the time, the showers are squirting out. But it is like a real powerful shower. And so, therefore, and yet my hair's already, and I'm already wet. So it's almost like, well, I'm already wet. I might as well. So it feels like if I'm going to bother washing my hair, I would prefer to have the 2 hour extravaganza of going out, going swimming, and coming back because I get the benefit of getting out in Bumblebee, which is outside, having my swim, then come back all showered and exercised and glowing rather
So
than
if I did that, and I wouldn't, because that's just too big. And also I've discovered that I can't swim anymore because my left leg just sinks. But because my left leg's not my good leg. But I would that would absolutely floor me for the rest of the day.
well, the first time I was doing a bit of swimming, but I went to a swimming lesson because my legs are sort of like carrying a dead rudder behind me, really. But I went to the at the local pool. There was a swim coach called the Swim Doctor, and so I went and had some lessons to see if I could improve my technique. And she was just such a wonderful human being that I ended
Wow.
up having lots of lessons because I just enjoyed her vibe. So actually, although my legs don't work very well, my front crawl and well, all of my strokes, my front crawl, my backstroke, and my breaststroke have all improved so much that my arms are stronger. So
Wow. That I'm not that much of a confident swimmer. I didn't learn to swim till I was 9, and so I can just do breaststroke. That's it.
Well, I was the same. I didn't learn to swim till I was at school, so it must have been about the same sort of age.
Wow. Which is quite unusual nowadays because, like, my
Yeah, they get
nephews,
them
they
in
were
the.
in the,
Well, I got
yeah,
mine in the pool when they were little babies.
yeah,
So
yeah, lots of people do, don't they? But yeah, so there you go. There's one way
yeah,
around showering, isn't it? And but you're kind of encompassing it all together. So you're exercising, you're getting out in the open, you're showering.
yeah, washing my hair. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you do need to have a rest up when you come back, ideally.
Yeah.
But I noticed the first time I went to a swimming lesson, because I wasn't just in the pool doing my usual thing, and every time she changes the technique slopes slightly. So I used to be like this with my head above water, and now I'm like, and it's quite different, and you're really concentrated. So the first time I went to a swimming lesson, I was like, whoa, that's me
Yeah.
done. I had to. But again, your body, you do get used to it. Well, I do, yeah.
It's
I haven't
interesting.
been for.
One of my best friend's mums, she was in the Olympics and in the Commonwealth back in the 60s swimming. And I had a lesson with her once. She just joined me in the pool. This is years ago. And I was doing that with my head above the water, like having a lovely like lady having a swim, having a swim.
Don't
And
wet the hair, don't wet the hair.
yeah, I probably had a bit of makeup on knowing me. No, I didn't. I'm sure I didn't. But I'd known her for years and years and years growing up with her, this lady, and growing up with her daughter. And then she said, "Can you put your head in the water?" I went, "Oh yes, 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 I could." And well, I didn't go right in the water, but because I'm not confident. But yeah, it was amazing. So these swimming teachers are wonderful people. Yeah.
Well, yeah, mine certainly is. So that would be my recommendation. Anybody who wants to swim, maybe get a few adult lessons, improve you, like you say, improve your confidence. Because once you've got the confidence in the water, then it's so now, even though my legs don't work as well as they could, well, they don't really work at all. Um, I'm pretty nifty in the pool.
Isn't it funny how the water can change things up?
Yeah. And I also do some exercise as well. I've got a float, so I do some exercises where I practice my walking in the pool. Because again, if you fall over in the pool, it's no
Doesn't
great
matter.
shake, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
do some what they call vertical exercises where I'm sort of practicing my walking in the pool using a float. So I do
Okay.
quite a lot of good stuff.
Okay. Um, so that's showering, exercising. We talked about traveling as well, didn't we? That we were going
Well,
to touch.
shall we cut this one off and then do the next one, because otherwise it'll be
We're
too long.
bombarding, aren't we?
Yes,
So yeah.
exactly.
So
So
it's okay not to shower every day. It's okay if you don't stink.
yes,
Stink if you stink,
absolutely.
definitely. But yeah, but
And
no,
if
we
you
don't
and
stink.
if you're struggling with swimming, then see if you can get a coach or a swimming
Yeah,
teacher, even just for a few lessons, will really
yeah.
improve your confidence and maybe improve your stroke. In which case, when you're better at things, you're more likely to do them. But also don't expect to learn from nothing to.
Oh, totally,
Because when I
totally.
was learning the crawl, I was, we first learned to breaststroke, but when I actually learned the crawl, I think it must have taken me, I don't know, a couple of years of consistent practice. Because at first I was like, well, I'm never going to get this. You've got to do your arms, you've got to do your legs. That don't really work very well. Then you've got to breathe as well. That's like,
Yeah,
and
that's
and
not
now,
matter.
yeah, and now it just feels, yeah, I can do it. But you have to keep going. You have to keep going.
I think that's really important because I'm terrible for doing something once and expecting to be an expert at it. And so, yeah, you have to be
Yeah.
kind to yourself and yeah,
And
yeah,
enjoy the process.
enjoy the
Enjoy
process.
the getting wet, and enjoy the times where actually it's got frustrating, and there's such a sort of what's the word? I think learning to swim is a bit of a metaphor on life as well. There's lots of metaphors on life because I live my life by metaphors these days, but it's
Okay.
just, yeah, keeping going, keeping practicing, and then just one day you're there. And it's like making any changes in your life. When's the best time to plant a tree? 10 years ago. But if we haven't got 10 years ago, when's the best time? Right now.
Now, yeah,
Yeah.
now,
Little
yeah.
metaphor. Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Right, Claire, thank you so much for joining me again. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
we'll I think we will do more of these because whenever we get on, I think we come up with little gems that are worth sharing, aren't they? But
We do every time. We're like,
but anybody with MS, so
yeah,
come join
yeah,
us
yeah.
again.
Yeah.